Berlin isn't just Germany's capital. It's a living museum where history meets cutting-edge culture, where communist-era buildings stand next to futuristic architecture, and where you can party until sunrise, then explore world-class museums the next day. If you're planning a trip to Berlin in 2025, I've got the ultimate insider's guide to make your vacation unforgettable. From hidden underground bunkers to rooftop bars with panoramic city views, here are 10 incredible things you absolutely cannot miss in Berlin. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, an art lover, or someone who just wants to experience one of Europe's most dynamic cities, Berlin has something extraordinary waiting for you. I've spent countless hours researching and visiting these locations to bring you the most up-to-date information for 2025, including new attractions, updated hours, and insider tips that most tourists never discover. So grab your notebook, and let's dive into the 10 must-do experiences that will make your Berlin vacation absolutely epic. 1. Explore the Brandenburg Gate and Unter den Linden. Let's start with Berlin's most iconic symbol, the Brandenburg Gate. But here's what most tourists don't know. The best time to visit is during the golden hour, about an hour before sunset, when the sandstone glows magnificently. In 2025, the area has been enhanced with new interactive displays that tell the gate's complete story using augmented reality. Walk down Unter den Linden Boulevard. This historic street stretches for 1.5 kilometers and connects the Brandenburg Gate to Museum Island. Pro tip: download the free Berlin History app before you go. It provides audio commentary as you walk, turning your stroll into a fascinating historical journey. The street is lined with cafes, so grab a traditional German pretzel and enjoy the atmosphere. 2. Dive into history at the Berlin Wall Memorial. The Berlin Wall Memorial on Bernauer Strasse offers the most authentic experience of what the divided city felt like. Unlike the touristy East Side Gallery, this is where you'll find preserved sections of the original wall system, complete with the Death Strip, watchtowers, and border fortifications. The Visitor Center now features an incredible new virtual reality experience launched in late 2024, where you can literally walk through East and West Berlin as they existed in the 1980s. It's emotionally powerful and historically accurate. The memorial is free, open 24/7, and the Documentation Center provides context that will completely change how you understand this period of history. Plan to spend at least 2 hours here. It's that impactful. 3. Get lost in Museum Island's treasures. Museum Island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site housing 5 world-renowned museums on a single island in the Spree River. But here's your strategy for 2025. Buy the Museum Island Pass online in advance. It saves you both money and time in queues. Start with the Pergamon Museum to see the incredible Ishtar Gate of Babylon and the Pergamon Altar. These are some of the most spectacular ancient artifacts you'll see anywhere in the world. The Neues Museum houses the famous bust of Nefertiti, while the Altes Museum focuses on classical antiquities. Here's an insider tip. Visit on Thursday evenings when several museums stay open late and offer special exhibitions. The crowds thin out after 6 p.m., giving you a more intimate experience with these incredible artifacts. If you're short on time, prioritize the Pergamon and Neues museums. They're absolutely unmissable. 4. Experience Berlin's food scene at Markthalle Neun. Berlin's food scene has exploded in recent years, and Markthalle Neun in Kreuzberg is ground zero for this culinary revolution. This beautifully restored 19th century market hall is now a foodie paradise that perfectly represents Berlin's diverse, multicultural character. Visit on Thursday evenings for Street Food Thursday, when over 30 vendors serve everything from authentic Korean bibimbap to traditional German currywurst with a gourmet twist. But here's what makes it special. Many of these vendors are immigrants who brought their authentic recipes to Berlin, creating a unique fusion of flavors you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss Hayden Peters, Berlin's first craft brewery, located right in the market. They brew their beer on-site and offer tastings paired with local cheeses. For dessert, try the legendary cheesecake from Father Carpenter Coffee Brewers. It's been voted Berlin's best by locals 3 years running. Budget around 15 to 20 euros per person for a fantastic meal and drinks. 5. Discover underground Berlin with Berliner Unterwelten. Beneath Berlin lies a hidden world of bunkers, tunnels, and Cold War secrets that most visitors never see. Berliner Unterwelten offers guided tours through this underground network, and they've just launched new routes for 2025 that are absolutely fascinating. The most popular tour takes you through World War II air raid shelters and Cold War escape tunnels used by East Germans fleeing to the West. You'll see original artifacts, hear incredible escape stories, and experience what it was like to live in a divided city. The guides are incredibly knowledgeable. Many are historians or former East Berliners who lived through these events. Book online at least a week in advance, especially during summer months. Tours are conducted in German and English, last about 90 minutes, and cost around 15 euros. Wear comfortable shoes and bring a light jacket. It's consistently cool underground. This experience will give you a completely different perspective on Berlin's complex history. 6. Relax in Tiergarten and climb the Victory Column. Tiergarten is Berlin's Green Lung, a massive 520-acre park right in the city center that's perfect for escaping the urban hustle. But the real highlight is the Victory Column, or Siegessäule, which offers the best panoramic views of Berlin. Climbing the 285 steps to the top is worth every bit of effort. From the viewing platform, you'll see the Brandenburg Gate, the Reichstag, the TV tower, and on clear days, you can see for miles across the city. The column was built to commemorate Prussian military victories and stands 67 meters tall. Here's a local secret. Visit during sunset for magical lighting, but arrive early because the viewing platform has limited capacity. The park itself is perfect for picnicking. Stop by a local bakery, grab some German bread, cheese, and beer, and enjoy lunch like a true Berliner. The park also hosts open-air concerts and festivals throughout the summer, so check the events calendar before your visit. 7. Explore the trendy neighborhoods of Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain. Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain represent the creative, alternative heart of Berlin. These neighborhoods were once the epicenter of squatter movements and punk culture, and they've evolved into vibrant areas filled with street art, indie boutiques, and some of the city's best nightlife. Start in Kreuzberg along Oranienstrasse, where you'll find vintage shops, record stores, and cafes housed in buildings covered with incredible street art. The Turkish influence is strong here. Kreuzberg is one of the largest Turkish populations outside of Turkey, so the food is authentically amazing. Try a doner kebab from Mustafa's Cemuz Kebab. Locals queue for hours for what many consider the world's best doner. Cross the Oberbaum Bridge into Friedrichshain, where the East Side Gallery displays the longest remaining section of the Berlin Wall, now transformed into the world's largest open-air gallery. But don't just rush through. Each mural tells a story about freedom, unity, and hope. Boxagener Platz hosts a fantastic flea market on Sundays, while Simondachstrasse comes alive at night with bars, clubs, and live music venues. This is where you'll experience Berlin's legendary nightlife culture. 8. Take a boat tour through Berlin's waterways. Berlin has more waterways than Amsterdam and Venice combined, with over 180 kilometers of navigable rivers and canals. A boat tour offers a completely different perspective of the city and is particularly beautiful during the warmer months of 2025. The classic tour follows the Spree River, passing major landmarks like the Reichstag, Museum Island, and the modern government quarter. But for something special, book a sunset cruise that includes dinner. You'll see Berlin's skyline transform as the city lights come alive. For a more intimate experience, rent a small electric boat that you can pilot yourself, no license required. These hold up to 8 people and let you explore your own pace, stopping at waterside beer gardens and cafes. Prices start around 60 euros for 3 hours, and you can split the cost among your group. The boats operate from March through October, with the best weather typically between May and September. Book in advance during peak summer months and bring sunscreen. The reflection off the water can be intense. 9. Visit the Reichstag and its glass dome. The Reichstag building, home to the German parliament, is an architectural masterpiece that beautifully symbolizes Germany's democratic transformation. The glass dome, designed by Norman Foster, offers spectacular 360-degree views of Berlin and represents transparency in government. Here's what you need to know for 2025. Visits to the dome are completely free, but you must register online in advance at bundestag.de. Slots fill up quickly, especially during tourist season. So book as soon as you know your travel dates, sometimes up to 3 weeks ahead. The dome features a spiral walkway with an audio guide available in multiple languages that explains both the building's history and the panoramic views. The guide is narrated by a German MP and provides fascinating insights into how modern Germany functions. Visit during late afternoon to see the city in daylight. Then watch it transform as the lights come on across Berlin. The dome is open until midnight, making it perfect for evening visits. Security is airport level, so arrive early and bring valid ID, passport, or EU ID card required. 10. Experience Berlin's legendary nightlife. Berlin's nightlife is legendary worldwide, and for good reason. The city that never sleeps offers everything from underground techno clubs to sophisticated cocktail bars, and the party often continues from Friday night straight through to Monday morning. For the ultimate Berlin experience, you have to visit at least one proper techno club. Berghain is the most famous. It's housed in a former power plant and is notoriously difficult to get into, but the experience is unforgettable if you make it past the bouncer. Dress in dark, edgy clothing, and be prepared to queue for hours. If Berghain seems too intimidating, try Watergate with its stunning views over the Spree River, or Sisyphos, an outdoor club that feels like a musical wonderland. These clubs don't really get going until after 2 a.m., so pace yourself. For a more relaxed evening, Berlin's rooftop bar scene is incredible. Clunker Kranich offers sunset views over the entire city from atop a parking garage, while Weekend sits on the 12th floor of a communist-era building with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Alexanderplatz. Remember, Berlin nightlife runs on its own schedule. Dinner happens late, bars don't fill up until midnight, and clubs peak around 4 a.m. Pace yourself, stay hydrated, and prepare for an unforgettable night. Berlin is a city that rewards the curious traveler. Each of these 10 experiences offers a different window into what makes this city so special. Its complex history, its creative energy, its incredible food scene, and its unstoppable spirit of reinvention. The best part about Berlin? You could visit 10 times and still discover something new. The city is constantly evolving, with new restaurants, art galleries, and cultural spaces opening regularly. It's a place where you can trace the footsteps of history in the morning and dance until sunrise the same night. As you plan your 2025 Berlin vacation, remember that the city rewards spontaneity. Yes, book your museum tickets and restaurant reservations in advance, but leave room for unexpected discoveries. Some of my best Berlin memories came from wandering down random streets, stumbling into local bars, or following the sound of music to an impromptu street performance. If this video helped you plan your Berlin adventure, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more detailed European travel guides. Drop a comment below telling me which of these 10 experiences you're most excited about, or share your own Berlin recommendations for fellow travelers.